we were always massively politically driven, and then obviously we released our first tracks as COVID happened, and everything kind of kicked off, and it's just more fuel to the fire. And as we've been going, there's just been so many more things to focus on. It's just almost overwhelming, the amount of things that there are happening right now. To be able to comment on everything is just impossible. So I think like picking the one things that really hit home, or you really feel for, I think is really important. It's also, as much as it is making people aware, if they're not already, I think it's really important that you go out and read other bands' lyrics. And I think it's important that bands shout about things that are important, because they are on a stage, they have a voice, they've got a microphone, and people are listening, and people look out, and I think it's just a powerful position to be. So if you can shout and gain support for others who need it, I think it's really important.
Punk and hardcore, as we were talking, is found in those DIY. It's going to the working clubs and stuff like that, and just playing any old kind of venues. We've seen, gone to gigs under, skate parks, under bridges and stuff like that. And it's those bands that do talk about it. It's not sanitized. They can, they're not reaching the wrong people. They want to reach the kind of the youth and the kids who have been disenfranchised by everything since COVID and prior to.
Yeah, and I think like every time that there is massive political discourse, there is also a massive rise in punk rock and hardcore.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's definitely correlations. And I mean, in one side it's awesome because the scene is just fed so many different bands, musicians. I really struggle on stages as well. I hate feeling put above anyone else. I love being on the floor. Floor shows are my favourite. Small rooms, no stage, are definitely my favourite type of show.
Yeah, it's that idea of being looked at, right? And as you said, like if there's a difference in elevation, it's like the people on the stage are like better than someone. And it's not the case, right? Like what Jordan has said and what he's writing about is everything that's been going on. All the disenfranchisement and just all the shit that has been going on as late, and it's like we want to reconcile with our fellow person, right? Like it's...
Also, I'm scared of falling off the stage.
Yeah, which you have.
You see clips of that online, don't you?
Well, I've done it before.
Yeah.
It feels like it's happening in slow motion, and I'm just like, fuck. I did it in like the first song, and I was like, how the fuck am I going to get through the rest of this set after that fall?
Right. But it's just like it's, we want to get a message across. We want to reconcile with our, everyone in the room, and we just want people to have fun. We don't want people to like elevate anyone above.
It's also for us. Like I'm stressed. I'm stressed about everything that's going on, and every time we have band practice, every time we play a gig, I feel so much better that I've had that release, because it's fucking stressful. Like the world is absolute shit. And it is nice to have a space where we can just let loose, and it feels great. I think the disconnect is the most important part. Like we all or the majority of us, we have to work to live. We can't just do this all the time. So, you know, and it's not often that we love what we do at work. So having spaces like this where there are people who are on the same kind of mindset as you know, go along and you go, you know, have a chat with someone and think, I think this is shit, and they're like, wow, so do I. I think that's shit too.
Yeah.
That I've got a bit of a community here of
Yeah.
people that also think that everything that's happening right now is shit.
Yeah. It's like the absolute, like we get bombarded on social media with so much crap, right? Like there's, and you know, you just see it from all the news outlets and everything like that. There is no let up. So, as John said, just to go to a space like this and to just release
depressing.
that, it is. Just to release that is just, you realise that, you know, there are people that don't feel like that and want to uprise against it as well.
Yeah, so I think, like, you know, it's creating shows, having spaces like this where it's not just for the bands to let loose, I think it's for the entire crowd to let loose, and I love that about hardcore, and it's just a free-for-all, partially violent, let loose, safe space where, like, if someone
really is,
gets smashed, they're getting picked up again.
Yeah,
And it's
for
like
sure.
that, it's mates, it's not a violent place inherently. I think it's just a nice place to let loose and let go of some of those things that we hold on to. I think it's really important to create spaces that are safe and equal, because where are those spaces? Where are those spaces don't exist in other places, and especially for those marginalised communities where they don't have those spaces, we're creating those spaces.
Yeah,
It's welcoming for everybody.
Yeah, fair places have disappeared, and so like if you're able to generate that somewhere else and bring in you know, other communities as well, you're gonna, like, it just helps everyone. You see that there's differences, but you're all the same at the same time,
Yeah,
right?
we cannot emphasise that enough. Every single person is welcome to come to any of our shows. There's no...
Yeah, it kind of feels like a few, maybe 10 years ago, the scene was quite cliquey. There'd be lots of kind of like, it'd just be you and your mates who would go and stuff. And then it's like new kind of collectives who have put on gigs.
But I love also that people now are calling people out for that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, like when
for
someone
sure,
does
for
something,
sure.
it is called out immediately.
For sure,
and I think
for
that needs to happen.
Yeah.
It's not a, we don't call it a safe space for no reason.
No,
so
of course.
when people do cool shit like that and it gets called out, it's so good.
Yeah,
It's
It's
that
so
direct
good.
action.
Yeah, exactly. It supports the people who are being, bullied, and it fucking calls out the people who are bullying. It's just, it's not something that should happen at spaces like this.
And that's why like the gig tonight and stuff like that. It's like a lot of these shows are for different charities and stuff as well, or different groups. Like we are raising money for awareness and to try and help.
Yeah, we're definitely not in it to be famous or be the next big thing.
And
This
that's
is that is it. It's just we're doing it because we're fun. You know what I mean? We've been doing this for a long time. When it's always been for fun. We get to see our mates a couple of times a week. We get to hang out on the weekends when we have gigs like this, and it's just nice to have that still going. Do something, do anything. It is tricky, but I guess get to shows, do your shit, find something you're good at, keep doing it. Even if you're not good at it, keep going, keep doing it.
Yeah.
You're not going to be great at something straight away. It takes time. But if you want to design T-shirts, you want to do posters, just reach out to the people that are putting shows on
Yeah.
and let them know what you're all about.
Exactly. Like all these the spaces are so inclusive now. It doesn't matter what show you go to, just go to a show and you'll always be welcome, and then from there you can just springboard onto whatever you want to do.
Thank you very much for High Walls. All of the bands playing tonight have some really cool t-shirts.